So we just thought I'd show you the process of the chain optimization. So this is that chain that we've seen on that previous video that has gone through the pre-clean. Let's put that back in there a second. And it's always quite difficult doing this one-handed. I've not ever recorded it saying that. So we'll pop that onto the tray, and then we'll get that into the parts washer. So this is just going to get a quick rinse out now. Rinse off. We'll give that chain a rinse off, and then it will go into the next parts washer. So this had 20 minutes in pre-clean, and then you can see it's looking pretty good already, but we've just used the sort of dirty fluid, which just gets rid of the worst of it. I'll have to check with Richard what lube they'd used on this one. So we'll just rinse off the muck, the loose bits from that. There we go. So that's just gets the worst of the dirt off of it. And then we know we can put it into our cleaning process now, into our muck off cleaning tank, which has got new fluid in, and we're not going to just contaminate that straight away. So put that chain in here. Of course, this is way easier if I'm not trying to do it one-handed. And then we'll just switch that on. So this will go into a 10-minute cycle either side. Chain's in there. Temperature will come back up on this in a minute, and then this is going to sound awful as soon as I turn it on. So I'll just show you quickly there. You'll see some of the dirt coming out, and then I'll switch the camera off quite quickly because it will be quite noisy, and then I'll come back when a bit later on in the process. Okay, so the chain's finished its cleaning cycle. It's had 2 cycles of 10 minutes, and you clean it each side, agitating it in between. And there you go, you can see, get a zoom in there. So this is how clean it comes out. So we just need to go and rinse this now, and then we will use the quick dry and degreaser, and then I'll show you in a second when that's all been cleaned off. So this is the chain after we've used the wash tank ultrasonic cleaner, and we've used hot water to rinse off the cleaning fluid. So we use really hot water, and this now is obviously soaking wet, so we need to dissipate that water, which we will use the muck off quick dry and degreaser to do that. And then when that's dry, we will be ready to go into the lubrication tank. So we've used the quick dry and degreaser on the chain. Now we've just hung it to dry. Once this is dried out, we can then go into the tank. Okay, we're back again. The chain's had a chance to dry now. And this is ready to go into the lubrication tank. Just try and get it focused in there so you can see how clean it is. It is actually a used chain, this, and it's actually for Kirsty's bike. We're going to be surprising her with this. I just thought while I had a bike in for some other maintenance work, I thought, well, actually, why not do a chain optimization video to show you. Sorry, just trying to focus it there. So yeah, we're going to just do this for free for her, so she can get a nice little treat from us. So I'm just going to shake the chain, because you might be able to hear the rivets sort of shaking, and it basically just, I mean, you need to feel them really. They're really silky smooth when they're in this state, because there's absolutely nothing in the chain now. It's been, I don't know if you can hear that, but anyway, this chain now is ready to go into the lubrication tank. So we've been warming this up since we've been in today to 40 degrees, so it's ready to go in here, and then we'll ultrasonically add the chain to the rivet, so that gives us a good opportunity for the lubrication to get all in amongst the rivets and links of the chain. So I'll pop it in there, and then I'll just pop back on the video just to show you it in there when it goes through the ultrasonic treatment. So here we go, this is the chain. It's been washed, been degreased, and it's now dry, ready to go into here. So you just drop that into the tank, make sure it's submerged, and then when it's submerged, we'll run it at 40 degrees for 10 minutes, and then when it's done one side of the chain, we'll then flip it over and then run it for another 10 minutes on the other side of the chain, and that just gives us a good opportunity to get all of the bubbles out. You can see there already the bubbles just popping out. What I'll do is I'll just fire this up and turn it on. It will make a horrible noise on the camera, which I realised in the introductory video earlier, but you may just see the bubbles coming out, so just bear with me with the noise, and then you may see the bubbles start popping out of the chain. This is really the importance of doing the ultrasonic part of it, because it's easy to lubricate a chain, but it's actually getting the chain down inside all the nooks and crannies and vacating the air out of it and then replacing that with oil. So that's the whole purpose of this process. So I'll just turn it on, bear with me with the noise, but you should see some bubbles popping out. So the video's finished that first side of the chain. So we now need to lift the chain out. Try and keep as much lube as we can in there so we're not wasting it. Pop it onto the tray there. Markov give us a nice stainless steel tray. So just turn the chain over. The chain is already feeling amazing. You can feel it with this lube on. It's only done one 10-minute cycle in here. So then pop it back in again. So that's it in for side 2. And then this just makes sure that we are getting all of the bubbles out and then replacing those bubbles with chain lube inside. So we'll run that again for another 10 minutes. It is going to run at 40 degrees, and then we're going to do that for another 10 minutes this side as well. And then it'll be take the chain out and drain it. So we'll just get that started, and then I'll see you in a bit. So here we are, the machine's just finished the second cycle of chain lube. So this is now ready to come out. So we'll just drain this down. I will put it on a drain, and then that will be ready to hang up. So we just want to get the most of the lube off so we're not wasting it. So the process, just to go over it again, so we've done the 20-minute cycle, which is the pre-clean, which is to get all of the worst of the dirt off the chain. And then after we've done that, we've used our parts washer to rinse the chain off. Then it goes into the clean washing fluid, which is the muck-off wash tank, and then that's cleaned with ultrasonic tank cleaner, and we do that for a further 20 minutes, so it's 10 minutes either side, and then you agitate the chain to get rid of any small particles. Then it comes back out of that. When that's finished after 20 minutes, we then wash the chain in hot water. Then we use the muck off high pressure quick drying degreaser there, and that will dissipate any of the water out of the chain. And then we hang the chain up with our other chains to dry. Once that's dry, then you have that sort of shake test, and you can hear the chain rattling because there's just nothing left. And then we'll go into the lubrication tank. So the lubrication tank will run for 10 minutes either side at 40 degrees. So we basically put it in, ultrasonically add the lube into the chain, and then flip it over at the 10-minute mark, and then a further 10 minutes. Then it will drain off. We'll get rid of the most of the just the lube that's just sitting on the chain there, and then we'll hang it up, and I'll just jump into the hanging up screen, and then that will just drain down any final lube, and then the chain will be ready to go onto the customer's bike. So here you go, with the magic of video editing. The chain is now hanging up, and you can just see the little beads of the blue lubricant there. So that is just running off, and then that will drip back into the tank, save as much as we can. And it'll be ready then to just give a wipe off and then fit to the bike. So that is one ultrasonically cleaned chain. So the process in total takes probably an hour and a half. So it's an hour of actual ultrasonic tank time, and then probably half an hour of all the bits in between if I wasn't videoing. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know if you want any other videos like this, and I'll see you next time.